guys, it's Marco here, and today we're going to be talking about how you can start a profitable online t-shirt store. Now, maybe you have an idea of you want to create t-shirts, but you just don't know where to start, or you think you need a lot of capital investment to get started. Well, no, you don't. Then this tutorial is basically for you. What we'll be covering is going through on how you can start your own t-shirt business, an online one. What types of t-shirts will sell and what won't sell. One of my favorite things is a highly recommended platform that you need to use in order to start selling t-shirts. And then we'll be going through an step tutorial of setting up the storefront and linking any apps that you need to get started, and then creating your t-shirt designs and loading your first product. And then we'll talk about some marketing tactics on how you can basically promote your t-shirts. So maybe you've got like a great idea for, a t-shirt design, but you're not sure how to get started. Well, I'm going to show you what you can do to get started. One of the biggest roadblocks that people face is they think that they need, a ton of capital investment to get started, and also the capital investment obviously being for the t-shirt stock that you might need. Well, how do you know that your t-shirts are going to sell? That to me is a lot of money wasted. So you can stop right there if you're doing that and start doing this instead. So let's get started on what needs to be done. Okay. So one of the biggest failures that people have when starting a t-shirt store is that they're way too broad. Let's take, for example, you start your t-shirt business, you buy a ton of blank stock, white canvases, white t-shirts, whatever it is, and then you think, oh, well, a lot of people love beach shirts, so I'll make beach shirts. But the problem with that is it's really broad, and you don't know who's actually going to buy your shirts. So maybe you do beach quotes on your t-shirts, and you start marketing them, and then you find out that no one's buying, your catchphrase on your t-shirt. So then what happens is a lot of stock just gets wasted. It sits around, collects dust, and at the end of the day, you ultimately just decide to can the idea of starting this t-shirt business. It's an old school way of doing things. There's a way better way of doing things these days, and I'm going to show you how you can do it more effectively. That's cost effectively in terms of your finances and your time management, and you'll have a lot of less wasted stock lying around. So the first thing you need to do before doing anything, before creating a store, before thinking of an idea, is to think of a profitable niche. Now, what is a profitable niche? These are categories of things that people like. For example, animals is a type of a niche. You can go into micro niches with animals like dogs, cats, and then branch off into types of dogs like a golden Labrador or a pit bull, for example. Or for cats, you can have like a Persian cat. Then we can go into hiking, camping, outdoors. So why is it that these things sell? Now, I've only given you a list of, niches, and there's probably a ton more out there. I'll show you in a few moments where you can actually get ideas for niches and then start creating the products. Now, why did these sell? One main benefit of this is they have very passionate people in them. These people who buy these camping t-shirts or outdoor t-shirts, they love it. They have camping equipment, they have outdoor equipment, they do things in the outdoors. That's what they live for, essentially. And that's what drives them to make purchases in buying these, selective t-shirts. All right, now let's take a quick look at where you can find these. One of the places that I absolutely love finding ideas from is this website called teespring.com. You may have heard of it, you may have not. It's basically a t-shirt website hosting platform where you can sell t-shirts directly through them. Now, I know with Teespring they do take a cut of the profits, and there's other pros and cons that are associated with Teespring that I'll get into shortly. So you want to head over to this website and just type teespring.com/shop, and we'll go down here, and under apparel, if you just hover your mouse over there, you can see that you've got adventure, animal lover, apparel, artistic, beer, funny, hipster. You know, these things, there's so many categories or niches that you can pick where there's passionate people. So I've just clicked hobbies, and there's a list of things here, which is you know, it's fishing, food, fraternities and sororities, gardening. Well, gardening is a huge one. I know there are a ton of people that love gardening. And how do I know that? It's because I advertise on Facebook, and I know that there's a broad, big audience associated just in the United States alone for gardening. So how do you create your own online t-shirt business? Well, you don't need a factory to produce you countless white t-shirts that are going to be lying around. You're going to be creating the design. So these are going to be your products that you're going to sell. So if you're an artist or anything like that, you know, or a graphic designer, makes your own characters, that's perfect. If you are not, you can still create funky, cool text with some catch lines or something like that. So if you know, these are all over the internet. I'll show you how to do it. There's no need to worry. And then what we're going to be doing with these, you know, once you've created the design or anything like that, you're going to be uploading these designs to a print company. Now the print company is going to host your design, and from there you're going to promote it through your online store. And you promote these t-shirts to your fan base, your family, your community, your friends, whatever. If they purchase something directly on your website of this specific design that you've made, then you get a sale, you get a profit out of that, and then the print company will fulfill the order. And so that saves you from, you know, having countless t-shirts lying around and collecting dust. And the company will actually ship that product directly to your customer. Now that's called drop shipping, and this is specifically print on demand drop shipping. Now we can do this with t-shirts, we can do this with clothing items like hoodies, jumpers, shirts, long sleeve shirts, short sleeve shirts, singlets, sandals, tote bags, even some homeware items like pillows, for example. Now, this is specific to t-shirts, so once you master this, feel free to go down those other paths. I'm not going to be showing you how to do tote bags or anything like that. The process is essentially the same, but for this tutorial, we're going to be focusing on t-shirts. So let's move on to the next slide. Now, with the print on demand company, basically host the t-shirts on their platform. But I wouldn't recommend doing this. Although it is cheaper, you need to think about the long-term benefits of creating your own t-shirt store. So remember Teespring that I just showed you before? If we use Teespring, for example, to host t-shirts, right? For just an example, hypothetically speaking, we sell millions of t-shirts. Teespring takes a profit, and now we're a big brand, you know, that sells funny catchphrases. Now, what happens if we want to go to our own site because we're thinking, oh, Teespring is taking too much of our money, let's shift it over. If you do that, you're going to be losing a customer base because they only know to go to Teespring, and they know your brand from Teespring. They don't know your other, you know, brand that you've made from the beginning. So that's one con about using, you know, another platform. The one platform that I do recommend you use is Shopify. Now, Shopify allows you to create your own custom website and market your own products to your own audience base. Now, Shopify does offer a 14-day free trial, and there's no credit card that's needed. I only recommend using Shopify because, one, it's highly effective with Shopify. You can use WordPress, you can use extensions to your existing site, but I don't recommend that because what you want to be doing is creating a fast-loading website that is highly professional. And, you know, it can be associated with your main website, but use Shopify as the platform. You can do that by using subdomains or anything like that. Now, So, 5 reasons to having your own website as opposed to using a third party like Teespring or Printful directly. If you use those other platforms, it's less professional. You'll have people come to their website and effectively buy from them. You lose a commission as well. The other thing is you have less control over your t-shirt business. Now, what I mean by that is you won't be able to get the customer information, because the customer information is now Teespring's information. So Teespring will be allowed to, send them emails for other designs. So therefore, your customers that love your stuff are also going to be loving other people's stuff. So that's where number 3 comes in, and remarketing can be very challenging to try and, get your new products out to your existing customers, because it takes a lot of money to acquire a new customer. Then the other thing is you're limiting your t-shirt business earnings potential. Now, like I said before, they'll obviously take a cut out of your profits, and then you'll be left with less money and out of the profits. And then the other thing is you are limiting yourself and your growth. Now, for the example I used before, you could be selling millions from their platform as opposed to, your own platform. So if you were using your own platform, you have unlimited growth potential. You can take that to 6-7 figures globally and do whatever you want with that specific website. You can even have advertisements on your website, and that's another revenue stream that you can, effectively gather on your own website. Now, I'll get straight into it without talking a little bit too much, and let's get on to building this t-shirt business. Now, for this example, I'll be using a camping niche, and we'll be building out a camping store. So when you're following along, it's all camping, and basically pick something that has a profitable audience in it. So let's get to it. What you want to do is you want to click the Shopify link down in the description below, and what it will do, it'll take you to this page over here where you can sign up for a 14-day free trial, and you don't need a credit card to sign up, like I said before. So what I'm going to do here is I've made an email for this new store, but you can use your own email address. Sorry about that. And we're just going to put that in this little box over here. And then click start free trial. And I'm just going to pick a password for the store and the store name. So I'm going to go with Best Camping Gears with the double Z. You'll need to play around to get the store name that you want. It'll basically stop you at this point if the store name already exists, if someone else has that store name. So all right, that works. So this one's called Best Camping Gears with 2 Z's, and let's get to it. So once that loads up, you'll get a little bit of a screen asking for a little bit of information. So what you just want to do is, are you already selling? Just go, no, I'm just playing around. This doesn't really matter. It's just for them to get some data on why you're starting the store with Shopify. And then just ignore these like little buttons here. I don't really bother too much with that. And then go, what is your current revenue? And you just go $0 NZD. I'm just getting started. The currency should be your own local currency for whatever country you're in. And then click next. And then you want to put in some information here so that you can get paid. So I'm gonna fill this out and be back soon. And then when you're done with that, just click enter my store. We'll just leave that out for now. Once it's all loaded, you'll come into this back-end main menu over here. I have a video explaining how to set up all these different sections, so I'm going to skip that and just go straight into adding the print on demand app that we're going to use. So what you want to do is you want to head over to apps, and I'll link that video in the description of this video so that you know where to find the information on how to set up the Shopify backend so that you can get paid. All right, once you've done that, click visit the Shopify App Store, and once that's loaded, type Printful. Now, there are a ton of different print-on-demand apps, but I think the reason I like Printful is a lot of people use it. It offers a lot of different items, print-on-demand items, like it's not just t-shirts, it's tote bags and everything. We'll have a look in a minute. And it's free to use, which is a big pro. Like, there are other, like custom cap, look at that, free plan available, which means I think that they offer you a low-end free plan for X amount of orders, and then you have to start pay to just using the app. So imagine if you're not selling stuff, you know, that's going to cost you money. So click Printful, print on demand, and we just want to install that. What you want to do is you want to click add app, and then it will sign you up to a Printful account based on your Shopify account. So we'll just go through this here. Okay, and then click install app here at the bottom. Launches, stop it. Launches, best camping gears at outlook.com, and just pick a password and then agree to the terms and go sign up. Just go through this and tell them about yourself. So what would you like to do with Printful? And then just go, you know, start your first e-commerce business, or just pick something that's relevant to yourself. And then once it's done, go connect store to best camping gears at outlook.com. And now we'll go through the process of adding your first product. Printful will do its thing, and then once it's done, it will load. So if you don't end up here, what you can do is just head back to the main section here in the main menu, apps, and then click that Printful, print on demand, and it will bring you back to this main menu over here that you see. And you can also open the full site, so you can work directly in Printful. If you need, you can just right click that and open full site. Now there's a couple of things that we need to do before we get started. So we need to confirm our email. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that in the background. So I've gone and basically confirmed my email. Now the next thing you want to do is add a product. Now if you're on the screen and you're a little bit confused, what you could do is you can just come to products at the top tab here, and it should take you directly to this page, so you can add your first product to your store name. And you can just click this little button at the top, or sorry, not the new order button, this add product button. It just took a little while to load, so I'm clicking that now. And this will basically open up a new box within Shopify where you can add your products. So once you've done that, we need to click here, click men's clothing, and we're going to do t-shirts. And the way you find ones that will sell, the style of shirt that will sell the best, is you have to look at the amount of reviews it's got, and whether it's got this little bestseller text in the corner. It'll load up your design here, and what we have is the design screen. So we've got the front of the shirt, we've got the back of the shirt, We've got the sleeve of the left sleeve, the right sleeve, and outside label and inside label. So that's all the things that you want to add. But for this example, we're only going to be doing a front print design, and we need to make that design, right? So the site that I use the most to create any design is called canva.com. It's free to use, but for this, in order to get the images or text or whatever you're using as a transparent background, you need to have a paid account. I'll put the link in the description for this. Make a base template of 1000 by 1000 pixels, so the width and height. Now we've got our blank template here, and we're gonna design something to go on that t-shirt. And the best thing that is not copyright is text. So let's come up with a slogan that we can use, and maybe a little icon for this t-shirt. So when you think of camping, a lot of people think like oak trees, trees that look like Christmas trees, I suppose, and also beer and fireplaces. So let's put together something that will resemble that. All right, let's go into text and just add a heading. Now the cool thing I like about Canva is there's multiple styles and of text and font that you can use. You can even add your own font, but for this I'm just going to keep it simple and pick one of these already customized fonts. So this looks pretty cool, so I'll grab this here, put it on, and it has all these other little things that I don't really want. So what we'll do is we'll just ungroup that so we can select each individual, delete the bottom and top, and then that will be something to do with camping. And then I just want to pick like something plain. Let's take that. And the slogan I'm going to use is I didn't choose the camping life chose me. Just something I came off at the top of my head. Oh my god. So let's drag this here. We'll ungroup that first and then get rid of this bottom one because we don't want that. And go, I didn't choose the, and we'll drag that wider, make that at the top. Camping, we'll capitalize that, camping life, and we'll make that be life, and then we'll just duplicate this and make it a little bit smaller so that we can, oh Jesus, my computer's a little bit buggy because it's a little bit old. I didn't use the camping life, the camping life chose me, exclamation mark. And we'll just make that a little bit smaller, and that looks about cool. So we'll center all of this, maybe make this a little bit smaller so that the camping part is more centered and more focused. So I want that dead center, and then bring this a little bit up. Okay, that looks pretty cool. Maybe a little bit down. More centered, and let's look for an element, maybe a free icon. Oh, whoops, sorry. Fire, maybe. Fire. Or campfire, to be exact. Campfire. Campfire. Okay, and this looks pretty cool. Whoops, what is going on? I just drag that and resize it to a little bit smaller, and maybe we'll add like a moon or something, or tent. And that looks pretty cool. Sort of resembles the the image below, the style of the image below. So let's just finalize this. Now I've got a design, and if you say, for instance, you don't like this text, you can obviously change the style. So let's make it Pacifico, just for example, and see what that looks like. Cool. And then we can add some color. Let's make it green. We'll make the whole thing green. Maybe this green. See, now we've got a design. I didn't choose the camping life chose me. That is pretty cool. So once we're done, just give your file a name, camping shirt example 1, design 1. And then we want to download this as a transparent image. And then we go download. And then once we've got this, we'll upload it directly to our Printful backend. So I've just downloaded that file, and I'm just opening it up to show you what it looks like. Once again, make sure there's no spelling mistakes or anything like that. Okay, we've got a tent and we've got a fireplace. I didn't choose the camping life chose me. We'll close that, and I'll just drag that over and upload it to proceeding to mockup. So once we're happy with what we see, we click proceed to mockup. And now we can add this shirt in the different, and then we got some other cool ones here. This is like basically the things that will make your design stand out a little bit. You know, that you've got like a little bit of background, your shirt in action. That's what I like about this app. It looks used, but for this example, I'm just going to choose the flat lifestyle mockup. It's nice and clean, and if we want, we can add additional mockups. Like, say for instance, we want that clean one, flat lifestyle mockup, and then we want this guy here as well. That's basically what we're going to see, and then the next thing you want to do is you want to click to proceed to description, click that. And now for this, what you want to do is add a cool description. Now this description will basically populate your Shopify description. So you want to be real descriptive of the shirt type, the design maybe, or something like that. Just don't leave it as short sleeve unisex t-shirt. That's very broad and plain. Like, if someone was searching for that online, it's probably not going to get found. The reason I'm telling you to give it a good descriptive product title and description is because it helps with your search engine optimization. So that's the SEO of your website. So for this, I'm just going to go cool camping t-shirt, short sleeve t-shirt. And then you can write, so all happy with the description and, you know, the product title. You want to click proceed to pricing. And now the cool thing about Printful is they actually give you a range of what the shirt will be good to market as. Now my sold to the USA, retail for about $24.99 or something like that. Printful will give you a range of what's best suited for the product, so don't worry too much about the price. So let's go submit the store, and then once that's done, Printful will basically populate the products within Shopify, and you can actually see it in your Printful dashboard. Now look down here, if we scroll down, you can see here all products. Cool camping short sleeve t-shirt. We can view it in Shopify, or we can edit it here. We've obviously only got one product, but if you don't like coming into this app, you can just go down on the side tab here in Shopify and go products, all products, and then your t-shirt should be here as well. There it is. And there's the description. Now we can have a look at this and see what it looks like. This is what it will basically look like in your Shopify store. And there we go, cool camping short sleeve t-shirt, I didn't choose the camping life chose me. That's image 1 and image 2. Looks pretty neat, huh? Looks happy to wear it. So that's basically it in a nutshell of how to create designs in a particular niche and then upload those designs to Printful backend, and then how to populate it into your Shopify store and how to have it live. Now, this tutorial is only about, how to set up the online shopping, the t-shirt store. I have another tutorial that basically takes you through the rest of the process of how to design the Shopify store to suit particular niches, and then make it live. So it's not going to be here because it's a little bit too long, and I wanted to keep this short. So what next, guys? So basically, when someone comes to this store, so whether it's a family member, a fan from your fan page, or from the local community, send them directly to this page, and they click basically add to cart, buy now, and put in their shipping information. And then once you make the sale, you'll get a notification on your phone. All right, guys, so basically, once you've built your store to how you like it, you need to actually promote these products. Otherwise, they're just going to sit around there and you're not going to make a sale. But the good thing is that you didn't invest thousands of dollars in buying, stock that's just going to be lying around only to be thrown away a few months later. You're only going to make a sale, and the product's only going to get produced once you've made that sale. So you're safe on that side. Now, let's talk about some ways of how you can promote these t-shirts. Now, I've got 5 ways here, but obviously there's a little bit more than that. And one of the top ones that I like to think of is of promoting, niche related products is Instagram influencers. Now, these are basically people who have a small audience related to those niches. So that can be like dog lovers, camping lovers, hiking lovers, or anything like that. And they will have a fan page who love their content. They might be posting random stuff about their content, their camping rendezvous, and then they throw in there the promotion sponsored by you, which is a camping t-shirt, and they'll basically promote your product. And those people that are highly influenced by these influencers will go to your store and buy your product. Now, the next one is paid advertising on Facebook. I've done a bit of Facebook marketing, and I actually love Facebook, but for new beginners, it could be a little bit challenging, and it might not meet your budget requirements. You may want to start this on a low cost sort of basis. So if you do have the budget, say you have like $100 every month, that's a very profitable way, because what the thing with Facebook is that if you find something good that people like, the scaling potential is unlimited. And I mean, you can make like millions of dollars in a month or more. It could take a couple of months. Some people take a couple of months to make something like that, but you need to be very clued up on what you're doing to reach those kind of numbers on Facebook advertising. The next one that I like as well is Google SEO. Now, with t-shirts, you can't just put your t-shirts up there and hopefully someone will come from Google to buy it. That's not how it works. You'll need to actually write quite valuable content for Google. And what I mean by that is, like, you actually need to write blog posts or blog articles that attracts people in that particular niche. So for camping, it'd be something like 5 best camping locations, and then within that article you'd have like your t-shirts, like check these cool camping t-shirts out, and then those people will go there and buy that. Now that takes time. It takes a long time, and if you're in this for the long haul, I'm talking about this is the business that you want to go down, then Google SEO is very powerful, because the thing about Google SEO is those people are, as well as being passionate, they're also ready to buy because they've got buyer intent. They are searching for good content that's gonna be applicable to them. So that's definitely something not to rule out. If it's not your first choice, it should be on your things of marketing there. If you don't want to go down Google SEO, you could obviously make YouTube videos. So I know a lot of people who are making like YouTube related videos, not about selling their products. I know I have a photo there at the bottom there of someone selling their camping related products, but that only got 13 views. You need to be making content that people want, and then within those videos, you're promoting the products. So if it's for camping, you'd obviously have like 5 best camping hacks or something like that. And then within it, just be like at the end of the video, you know, if you like this stuff, you can check out my website. I've got more blog articles relating to camping, and you know, that'll attract visitors to come buy from you. The next one is email marketing. Now, email marketing is very powerful. So say if you used all of the 4 previous methods to, you know, build this business, and it took you like 5 months, 6 months or something like that, and you've built an email list, use it, because those people obviously love to hear from you, and not just about your products, about your blog articles too. So over time, you can be promoting your blog related articles or YouTube videos, and then within there, you could be like, I'm releasing a new selection of camping gear or anything like that. Please check it out, or please buy now. Or in the email, you actually have like what the products are, and people will actually click those product links and go buy if that's what appeals to them. And the last thing I want to touch on, I know I did say I've got 5 ways here, but another cool free way is Pinterest marketing. Pinterest is powerful, and there's a lot of people on it, but people obviously don't know how to use it. So I've tried using direct t-shirt marketing, as in like I'm putting the image of the guy, for instance, like this guy, where's that product page? So I'll be using this image like this directly on Pinterest, but that doesn't work. What works in Pinterest is the same. You have to write blog related content that attracts those like audiences over to your website, and that's when they make that purchase. And Pinterest is powerful. I get thousands of visitors on my other blog to Pinterest. I'll show you so that you know I'm not kidding around. If I just go to my website, Bottom Line Sense, and Pinterest is one of the main sources that sort of drives traffic to this website. So that's just loaded, and you can see here that I've got about 3,300 page views in the last 30 days to this website. Now that's the majority of that is from Pinterest, like viral pins and stuff like that. And the people, what they do is they come to these blog related articles about whether it's Shopify, making money online, or saving money. In those articles, there's affiliate links, and the people purchase things out of that. Now that's like one way that I've used to make money online, and you can do it too. Like, it's obviously available for everyone. Check out that website. It's got useful blog posts on how to drive traffic from Pinterest and how I did it. And that basically concludes this video. So if you liked what I had to offer, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. And thanks for watching, guys. Cheers. Bye.